Welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League. And now, baseball. Please welcome your 2025 San Francisco 49ers!
Let's get this going. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson, Eddie Pinheiro to get it started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Falcons come out and they are led by Michael Penix, the second-year quarterback out of Washington. Greg taking over late last year and winning the job as the Atlanta starting quarterback.
And in year two, it's really where we see the growth between being a rookie starting quarterback in the NFL and now a quote-unquote veteran quarterback in the NFL. And some of those early lessons that he went through, the ups and downs that are inevitable for any young rookie quarterback, now it's can he build on those? Can he take that next step and become the leader of this organization that they all think he can be?
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Penix. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
It's a gain of 9 yards. And this is 3rd down.
3 plays in and a test. It's 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2. And Penix. And this is caught on the sideline. Going to have the first down. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe not. They say the feet were out of bounds. Wow. Big, tight call there. For the moment, it'll be 4th down.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up, and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
Moore to return. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The 49ers come out, and Brock Purdy leads them out. Greg, it's really one of the best stories in NFL history when you think about it. From last pick in the draft to taking the 49ers to the Super Bowl, now to a lucrative contract for the 4th-year man out of Iowa State.
Mr. Irrelevant. Well, I think it's safe to say, Mike, he has been anything but irrelevant since arriving in the NFL, and he is living proof. It doesn't matter if you're drafted 1st overall, or in his case, with the very last pick. What does matter is what you do with the opportunity once it's given to you. Nothing real flashy about his game. He simply gets the job done, and that's exactly what his team is counting on him today over these next 60 minutes. Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
3rd and 2. Here we go. They need 2. Here's Purdy. And his left, buying time.
That's a great job defensively. Even though they let him escape the rush initially, there was nowhere to go with either the ball or as a runner, and they're able to force fourth down.
On fourth down, the Niners send out the veteran Thomas Morstead to punt. The Falcons are going to send Jamal Agnew deep to return. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Falcons offense going to take over now for the second time. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. To throw. Here's Penix. He finds Darnell Mooney for the catch. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. That's a gain of 19 and a very quick first down.
First down.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
He's got this to Bijan Robinson. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. First down, Atlanta.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. Think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
And that'll be good for a gain of about 4 as he is forced out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 38-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 6. Pitts is the man in motion. A shotgun snap, and they'll give it to Robinson. And he fought through one tackle, stayed on his feet, but they get him down. It's no gain.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
Here's 3rd and 7. From the gun, here is Penix. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he's into a slide to avoid the contact. Does so successfully, and it's a first down.
15. First down, Atlanta.
Anytime a quarterback decides to tuck it and turn himself into a runner, you can just feel the sideline hold their breath. They're just hoping that he gets down, picks up enough for the first down, but more importantly, protects himself so he can get himself back up and continue on.
There he goes again.
The keeper. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 49ers' 20-yard line.
From the 20, here's 2nd and 6. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. That's caught. It's Charlie Werner, the tight end. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
Plant. It's Penix. First down throw there is incomplete.
And with nothing open downfield, he tries to find something underneath, but give credit to this secondary, Mike. I mean, they had everything covered up, and this one ends up just falling incomplete.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They'll throw. It's Penix. A throw there on 2nd down. Going to be incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
On 3rd down, Penix. Oh, a loose football. The Niners have got it. How about the defense getting to the quarterback, getting access to the ball, knocking it free, and coming up with the recovery?
I'd like to see the quarterback just be a little more secure with the ball, Mike. You can see he's just a little loose, especially when you're operating from the pocket. But give credit to the defender. Nice job attacking the ball, knocking it loose and recovering it. And that is a big takeaway here by this defense.
The 49ers offense ready for their 2nd possession. They were 3 and out first time around. They'll begin anew here in this scoreless game. It's 1st and 10. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. That's taken in by Jennings. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Throwing on 2nd down is Purdy. Throw on the run is complete. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
And the 49er first down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Opening carry of the game for the versatile Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. A pickup of 12 yards. It's good for a Niners 1st down.
This is already a little better than the first time they had the ball, Mike. Remember, opening possession, 3 and out. Showing some signs of life here now. Nice pickup there by the back to pick up the 1st down.
So, a pair of 1st downs moves them out to the 47-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. Finds room inside the 40. Strong running there. He brings this down inside the 25. Big time play by McCaffrey. And even 30 yards.
The middle, the interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick and he hit it. The next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
They'll go back to McCaffrey on 1st down. And that'll be a pickup of 3.
Taken down at the 19-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
It is 2nd and 6. Now Purdy. They'll try to set up the screen to McCaffrey. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard. It sets up 3rd down.
A gain of 2 on
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
3rd and short. Purdy. Got his man at the 6. And he will easily pick up the 1st down. They've got 1st and goal coming up.
1st and goal at the 6.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone.
And he will get into the end zone. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown. 49. moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Extra point by Pinheiro is good. And the 49ers will take a 7-0 lead. So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. Ray McLeod on the return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now. They get set to take over once more. And their 2 drives so far not good. Punt, lost fumble. Trying to make amends here on drive number 3. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. He'll manage only a couple. Up from the secondary, Diamador Lenore with the stop.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 27-yard line.
They'll go up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. Throwing is Penix. There's Kyle Pitts with the grab. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. They'll have the first down. It's a gain of 28.
First down.
Having a tight end that can contribute in the passing game, Mike, I mean, it just seems like it's become more and more common throughout the entire league. And not only do you have to be reliable, but you have to be athletic enough after the catch to take advantage of some of these targets. So it's exactly what he does here, and you can tell why he's such a big part of this offense. And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. It's Penix. Right side, catch made by McLeod. And they'll take this down inside the 35. It's a gain of 12 then. It's good for a Falcon first down. Throwing again, it's Penix. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
What an advantage it brings a defense when you have cornerbacks that are such willing tacklers. It just brings an extra element to the ability to defend the entire field. And this is a great example here why.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 8. Now Penix. He'll step up and run. What a good choice to get out and run. That's a pickup of 18 and a first down.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Falcons.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
So we are through 1 here on Sunday Night Primetime. 7-0 is our score. And we're back in the Bay Area after this. The Falcons have it to start quarter number 2. 2nd and 10 as we are ready to get back underway. On 2nd down, Penix. The open man. He's got it. It's London. And he'll take this down to the 2-yard line, but they are in business. First and goal coming up.
They do a really nice job of picking up the pressure, and that's what allows him to have the time to go through his entire progression. He sees his check down wide open, gets the ball into his hands, and he does the rest.
Now a handoff, the tight end in the running game. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
I don't mind the play call, but it's really just the execution. Like, it's got to be cleaner than that. They've got to give him some more space, some more opportunity, especially for a guy who's not used to really carrying the ball very often. So he's not going to have the same vision and the same cuts as the back, and so it's got to be better blocked and better executed.
Robinson will take it in. Touchdown. A lot of big bodies down there, but at the end of the day, the one that mattered, the one with the ball, finds the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it and just hope I come out the other side. And in this case, the other side's the end zone, and they get 6.
Point after try forthcoming.
Lining up for the extra point.
The kick is good. And the Falcons will level things out at 7 apiece. We're on top, 7 apiece. And the kick's away. Here's Sky Moore now to return it. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Here's Christian McCaffrey and the 49ers offense coming back onto the field. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with 1st and 10. This one complete to Bourne. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hands, and results in a completion.
He'll get this out wide to McCaffrey. Oh, a nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
This is a great example, Mike, of playing zone defense at a high level. They're trying to threaten him. They're trying to put 2 guys in his zone and see which guy he's going to choose. In this case, they try to out-leverage him into the flat. He's not having it. He brings him down for no gain.
Third down. Purdy. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. And you will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of
8. He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. On the ground, it's McCaffrey. Crazy. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Markham at the 48-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. First down, 49ers.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those 2 things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. He'll be out of bounds. Decent pickup of 5 on 1st down. From the 43, here's 2nd and 5. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. Call it a gain of 13. It's good for a Niners first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. The best linebackers at this level, Mike, they have all the physical attributes. That's a given. But it's really their instincts. It's their ability to dissect and predetermine where the ball is going before the ball is even snapped. And you could see with how fast he met the back at the point of attack, he knew exactly what play was coming. He just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
But fortunately, one of his teammates able to get on it, and the Niners retain possession.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
Eddie Pinheiro going to come on to try a field goal now. And he missed it. It's no good. And the score remains tied at 7.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
Pitts is the man in motion. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 42-yard line.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 9. London brought in motion. We're going to go play action with Penix. Open man. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. But he'll gather it back in. Oh, man, Greg, those must be scary times for a player. Not that it happens to you often, but he lost the ball but was able to get it back and avoid the turnover.
Well, Mike, I hate to admit it, but unfortunately, I was in that situation a few times, and I'll tell you what, when that ball pops out of your hand, the only thing on your mind is there anything I can do to get it back? In this case, he was able to get it back, and he got the ball.
Give him 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another first down.
Like the old adage, you run to set up the pass. This modern offense nowadays, we're starting to see that flipped upside down on its head. Typically, the success of the passing game is what allows teams to have success like this in the run game.
This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap. Not this one. They stop him for no gain.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
They'll go again with Robinson. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
A tough spot here. 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd down. Here's Penix. He's got it about the 8. And he will easily pick up the first down. They've got 1st and goal coming up.
first and goal at the 5-yard line.
You just can't ask for better protection than that, especially on third down. Clean pocket, tons of time for the quarterback to work through his progression. And at this level, if you give quarterbacks that amount of time, chances are they're going to find somebody downfield.
They'll run it here with Algier. And he is going the wrong way. Tackled back at the 7.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
Now from the 7, it's 2nd and goal. And he'll take it on in. Kyle Pitts. Touchdown Falcons.
Atlanta.
The kicking team on for the extra point. He's got it. And the Falcons will move out to a 14-7 lead.
49-7.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. They'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. Here's Christian McCaffrey and the 49ers offense coming back onto the field. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. They'll run with McCaffrey to start this drive. And he'll wind up getting about 4 before he's shown the sideline.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd down and 6. Purdy going to give this one to McCaffrey. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
Airing one out for Bourne. That is knocked away downfield. Incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. 3rd down stop sets up 4th down.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down or simply punt or kick a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
Fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line. The Falcons offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll start out 1st down and 10. They run over center with Robinson. And he'll bring this across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 4.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 5. Another run here for Robinson. And he's going to get 1st down, taking this one up past the 40-yard line.
Brought down by Upton Snow. A gain of 9 yards. And a
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
The defensive coaches, they preach all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
2 minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I back with you from Santa Clara in a moment. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Pitts is the man in motion. On 2nd down, here's Penix. That's to Mooney, complete right side. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
Little miscommunication there. Now brings up 3rd down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for the 2nd time. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. Here's Christian McCaffrey and the 49ers offense coming back onto the field. They'll do so with 1st and 10. The drive starts with a carry by McCaffrey. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
A corner who is not only a good tackler, Mike, but a willing tackler can be a huge asset to any defense. So often they get a bad rap. They're considered just pass defenders. They want to run around. But for a guy to be able to come up and force the run and keep this to no gain, man, that makes a big difference on any defense.
Open receiver, the former Gator, it's Ricky Pearsall. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. The Niners use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. A tight end in motion now. Now it's McCaffrey. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that 1st down. Timeout 49ers. That is their 2nd. As the clock stops, 50 seconds to play until halftime. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. The tight end going in motion to the left. On 2nd down, Purdy. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a 1st down.
Well, give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allow the 1st down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the 1st down.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. His throw left side is complete. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. 14 yards on that pass play there. 1st down, 49ers. Now here's a timeout. They're going to take it with 8 seconds remaining until the break. Pinheiro going to come on to try a field goal now. This one from 52 yards away. He makes up for the earlier miss. This time, the kick is good. And the 49ers are back within 4 at 14-10.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
The veteran Jamal Agnew is going to bring it out. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line.
Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott. This one still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand as our second half is about to get underway. Now return coming from the 7. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Here's Christian McCaffrey and the 49ers offense coming back onto the field. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Off the bootleg, it's Purdy. Finding his tight end, Farrell. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Truth be told, the tight end probably would have been better off dropping that ball. But let's talk about this corner. Not only diagnosing the play, but being physical enough to bring the big tight end down for a loss.
Throwing on 2nd down is Purdy. Back over the middle and caught by Pearson. They'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. 17 yards on that connection. It's good. good for a Niners first down.
At the 41-yard line.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
McCaffrey now on 1st and 10. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
At this point, we're going to need 2 hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike. But unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 2. Tight end, the motion man to the right. Again, it's McCaffrey. And that one will be closed down the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing it and dropping him for a loss.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, it's Purdy. He'll let one go downfield for Jennings. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down? It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
This is going to get out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The Falcons offense ready for their first possession of this 2nd half. The lead sits at 4. So they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the gain to nothing.
Shotgun snap, and they'll give it to Robinson. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 30. A gain of 16 yards. First down, Atlanta.
First down, Falcons.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the 2nd half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass.
Robinson hit. He's lost the ball. And this is going to wind up 49er football. They have it.
Something these running back coaches preach all the time, Mike, is you can't sacrifice the ball for additional yardage, and I think we had a case of that going here. I love the effort. I love the fight, but it can't come at the expense of the ball. Everything in football is about protecting the ball itself, and in this case, just a little bit too loose with it. They're able to pop it loose, and that's a big turnover.
Here's Christian McCaffrey and the 49ers offense.
Previous play is under review.
At issue was the knee or any other body part except the hand down before the ball comes loose. And are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field? So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. They'll run it here with Robinson. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
7-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. And this is 3rd down.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Robinson. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Shotgun draw, trying to catch him off guard here, Mike, but the defense was having none of it. Thought it took a little too long to develop. Gave that defense enough time to get back there. Stop him for no gain.
The Falcons getting their punter out there. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Here's Christian McCaffrey and the 49ers offense coming back onto the field. And you have to imagine the defense is saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the third quarter. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
He'll give to McCaffrey on the option. He'll be stopped after a pickup of about 3. Hayden Ellis in on that stop.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
This is 3rd and 6. Shotgun snap to Purdy. That's taken in by Jennings. 11 yards on the pass there. First down, 49ers.
First down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
They'll run the toss with McCaffrey. Down the sideline, past the 40. And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35. 22 yards to pick up there. It's good for a Niners first down. With McCaffrey. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
And up until this point, this is not something that we've seen a lot of. This running back's had a really nice day. So in this case, this rep goes to the defense.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Out of the gun. It's Purdy. Complete to Pearsall. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. A gain there of 10 yards. First down, 49ers.
I can't tell you, Mike, how many of these offensive skill players around the league, they look at man coverage as like a personal offense. After that last completion on the way back to the huddle, I think he had a few choice words for him. I think he said, hey, man, you can't guard me one-on-one. You better ask your coach for some help, because if he doesn't, you're going to be in for a long day. This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
They'll send a tight end in motion. First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. And he's in! Brian Robinson. Touchdown, San Francisco.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike. And you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched. And an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
Pinheiro on for the extra point. His kick is good. And the 49ers move out to a 3-point edge, 17-14.
Falcons, 14.
So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. return. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. There's Bijan Robinson, and the Falcon offense set for their next drive. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides. This drive kicks off with 1st and 10.
Defensive coaches preach every day, Mike, swarm to the ball. Get as many hats to the ball carrier as possible. And this is a great reason why. The ball carrier is able to make the first guy miss, but it was the pursuit from the rest of the defense that's able to get him down and keep him to no gain.
Now Penix to throw on 2nd down. To the left side, he's got McLeod. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
Penix on 3rd down. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And he will slide to a halt, but he does have the 1st down.
A gain of 16 yards. And the Falcon 1st down.
This is exactly how it's supposed to look on 3rd down. His eyes are downfield, nothing materializes. He quickly decides he can do it himself, picks up the 1st down, and then to protect himself with the slide, well done.
On the give, it's Robinson. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Mike, I have to be honest, when offenses come up with run-play designs, blocking the corner is not really a big priority. But in this case, great job not only forcing it on the outside, but defeating the block, coming up and making the tackle, and keeping it to no gain.
From the gun, here is Penix. Right side, catch made by McLeod. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. That's 2 catches on this drive, this one for 23 yards.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front. So the offense trots out the old jumbo package. So they bring out 3 tight ends, big bodies, but the defense kind of sees it coming. They've got to change it up. You can't be so predictable. Big bodies run, small bodies pass, and I think that's a little bit of what's going on here.
Over the middle, he gets that to McLeod. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
A gain of 6 on the play. And this is 3rd down.
They need to get to the 22, but now face 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. That's to the sideline and intercepted. Picked off by Diamador Lenore.
And this is what comes when you decide to attack outside the numbers. You have to have a quarterback that's A, willing to make tough throws, and B, the arm strength to do it. He has the arm. I just think that one was a little too reckless, and they end up with a big interception.
Here's Christian McCaffrey and the 49ers offense coming back onto the field. We'll see how they want to attack things here, backed up deep in their own end. It's 1st and 10. Running left, it's McCaffrey. And he'll be forced out of bounds, just a couple yards short of the 1st down. That's a pickup of 8.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And that's exactly what they've been able to do.
Now it's 2nd and 1. A give for McCaffrey running right. He is met and drop. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
That was just a race to the edge, and in this case, Mike, he just wasn't the winner. I mean, at this point, when the defense is out there waiting for you, it's tough for any runner in this league to even get back to the original line of scrimmage.
It's 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Purdy. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
Will be returned from the other side of midfield, and he's going to have a first down as he's taken down on what is the final play of this 3rd quarter. So we are through 3, and Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. They'll begin the 4th by giving it to Robinson. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Pitts is the man in motion. On 2nd down, Penix. Short throw taken by Pitts. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
And this is 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Penix. Taking the deep shot here with Robinson. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there. Make things difficult defensively. And it sets up 4th down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
The Falcons send their punting unit out. They'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the 4th quarter. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. Here's Christian McCaffrey and the 49ers offense coming back onto the field. And it's hard to believe you can run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, and it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Ricky Pearsall, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 2nd down. They run straight ahead with McCaffrey. He'll get it on 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Throwing from the gun is Purdy. That's caught by McCaffrey. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. What great work after the catch to extend the drive.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
At this point in the game, Mike, it really starts coming down to the number of possessions. So that's a huge first down conversion. Fresh set of downs. Now, the balance is stay aggressive and maintain the ball, but also start working this clock.
And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
Well, the best screen plays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help him at all.
Purdy now on second down. This one complete to Bourne. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 10.
It is 3rd and 10. Again in the air for Purdy. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
This brought in out past the 20. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Falcons offense ready to get back at it. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Plant. It's Penix. Out wide, that's Robinson. He'll be out of bounds. Decent pickup of 5 on 1st down.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 4. Mooney in motion. On 2nd down, it's a run with Robinson. And he'll be close to a 1st down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the 1st down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Here we go. 3rd and a yard. They'll go again with Robinson. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
Well, what looked like an advantage for the offense, Mike, facing 2nd and short now, has turned into a win for the defense. Back-to-back stops for a loss, and it brings up 4th down.
Special teams out to the field, ready for this punt, as he'll come on to kick for the 5th time here tonight. A fair catch signal and taken at about the 18-yard line. Here's the San Francisco offense ready to take possession of the ball once more. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
At the 18-yard line.
2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. Open man is Jennings. And he's got about 5 on this one before he's out of bounds. And they're set up a little bit better for 3rd down.
Not the biggest gain in the world, Mike, but what I really like from the quarterback is just the timing of the drop, the timing of the delivery, and hopefully this can jumpstart this offense in the right direction.
3rd down, Purdy. That's into the hands of Pearsall on the right side. Pick up there of 13. It's good for a Niners 1st down.
That's good. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Y'all gotta pump my taste.
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense, and you don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock. But the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the fourth quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game with the ball. So that third down conversion is going to go a long way. Protect the ball, continue to pick up first downs. If they do that, I don't even think their opponent sees the ball again.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 7. They'll throw again with Purdy. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
3rd and 7. To throw once more, it's Purdy. Quick throw here is complete. And he's going to get awfully close to the first down marker, but appears just to be a few inches short.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
And not the greatest of results here. This is going to hit the field of play and continue out of bounds. The Falcons offense about ready to take over once more. They try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. They're going to go play action with Penix. And is downfield to the tight end pitch. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. It's a big play when they needed it the most. 33 yards.
Big-time play there as they try to cut into this fourth quarter deficit. At this point in the game, Mike, remember, you're just going to get a couple more possessions, so you have to make the most of them, especially with the lead being this close for the taking.
They'll throw on 1st down with Penix. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
I feel like their quarterback, for the most part, has looked pretty solid. I mean, it's everybody else that seems to have let him down with the drop balls and the mistakes. That's really what's killing these drives.
On 2nd down, here's Penix. That'll be caught by the running back, Robinson. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Give him 14 on that one. It's good for a Falcon 1st down.
And this is so much of the skill sets that we're seeing around the league at the running back position. You don't want to have to sub your running back off the field, Mike, when you build what they call these empty or 5-wide sets. Can you keep your running back and run true receiver routes and be a threat? Because when you can, there's a lot of big plays to be made.
That one not disguised too well. He'll get back to the line. That's it.
Brings up 2nd and 11. And the Niners 23-yard play.
They'll throw. It's Penix. He'll step up and run this. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a 1st down.
We've seen this quarterback have some effective plays with his legs all game today, Mike. He knows when to stay in there and look to pass, but he also knows when it's time to tuck it and go, and he's able to pick up good yardage there.
Pitts is the man in motion. It's a give up the middle to Robinson. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Penix to throw on second down. That is caught. Fighting for the goal line. They're going to stop him just short, but he has picked up the first down.
That's a really important pickup there on that last completion. Not only does it set up first and goal, but allows everybody in the huddle to just take a deep breath. We're no longer in this frantic offensive possession. Let's get our best play. Let's make sure everyone understands what to do, because we know we need to finish this off with 6 if we can. And now being first and goal is going to go a long way in allowing that to be possible. Well, you know, Mike, if I had to guess, I'd say that's probably not what they had in mind when they called that play. But those guys on defense, they felt like they knew what was coming from the start, and they got to him in a hurry.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion. In a moment. Second down, goal to go. They'll drop the throw. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by Diamador Lenore.
All right, Mike, file this play away. If they're able to hold on and pull this game out, we're going to look back on this as the pivotal moment of this game. Oftentimes, it takes that one big moment to sway the outcome of a game, and no bigger play than a pick deep inside your own red zone.
The Niners offense ready to take over once again. And this game not quite in hand yet. Still, all 3 timeouts left for the defense, so they can't just kneel this one out, but one first down will essentially end the game. They'll run with McCaffrey to start this drive. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Whistles here and a timeout. Defense going to take this one with 1:51 to go. Second and a yard. They'll run for the first time with their fullback. Trying to use that big body to go forward. Going to get to the line of scrimmage, but nothing after that. Falcons go ahead and take their second timeout. Talk things over before third down. They'll try to run for it with McCaffrey. Now McCaffrey loses the football. And the defense is going to come up with it. Maybe the break they need here in the fourth quarter.
Oh, my goodness, Mike, what a mistake. Late in the game, you're protecting the lead. That can't happen. You know they're going to be raking at the ball. You know they are desperate to create a turnover. Just somehow he doesn't put the ball away, and this game just got a lot more interesting.
Now, Michael Penix and the Falcons down 17-14, just over. And remember now, all turnovers must be reviewed by replay. So this one is going to need a little closer look. At issue was the knee, or any other body part except the hand, down before the ball comes loose. And are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field? So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes, so give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
And a nice run there as he surges forward, a gain of 8, and sets up third down. Now the Falcons will use their third final timeout. talk things over before third down. They'll try to pick this up with a jet sweep. Oh, the defense meets him in the backfield. They stopped him dead in his tracks and set up fourth down.
Looking to create a little spark here on third down. They go to the jet sweep. It can tend to be a little bit of an all-or-nothing type play, and when the defense sniffs it out, you make yourself susceptible to a loss, just like we saw here.
The 49ers out for the punt as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. And they'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. The Falcons offense and Michael Penix getting ready for their next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. Trying to get it to Kyle Pitts. And it'll lead to a second down. From the gun, here is Penix. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. A pickup of 12 yards. First down, Atlanta.
As the saying goes, Mike, you need your big-time players to make big-time plays, and the moment doesn't get bigger than this. Find yourself down. A touchdown gives you a chance to win this thing in regulation, and I think they got a shot.
Left side, he's got McLeod. And he's going to be out of bounds, and that's going to do it. Their late comeback bid comes up short as time has expired in this game. So the faithful here at Levi's Stadium are rewarded. It's a win for the 49ers. And it was their defense that led the way as they pitched the shutout in the second half. No points allowed, and they cruised to victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara.